Good afternoon, PLC. It's Pepper Wolverine. This is the take 2 of the video because I deleted the first one because I use a profane word which doesn't represent me or what I stand for or what I promote inside the PLC. So I apologize about the profane word in the first video. So I'm doing a second shot. So this is my allotment video that I was asked to do by Togarashi and a couple others. Been a little while. Maybe I should have done this like 4 weeks ago, but I didn't. So it is what it is. So it's a happy Saturday, and it's a Pepper Wolverine style video. So we'll eat some peppers, while we do the allotment video. Still got a couple peppers left from Jesus, Compadre del Sur. This is a Trinidad small cherry. So the first question for the allotment was, what is your allotment? My current allotment is 5 raised bed areas. 2 of them true raised beds. One of them I inherited with the house. It's about a really big raised bed. It's about 30 inches tall. Maybe by 12 by 8. Shaded. I think when the house was built, it was probably not shaded, but it is now. So we put tomatillos and herbs and things of that nature in it. Built another one in the backyard last summer, our second full summer here. That was it's in a pentagon shape. The small cherry was slightly sweet, medium heat. Probably good roasted. Not the best pepper to eat fresh. Or maybe it's past its prime. That second raised bed probably house about 30 peppers. It's all brand new. It's pretty good. And then the other 3 raised beds are half raised beds because the perimeters are stone because they're on my side yard, which is kind of my front yard. I had to adhere to certain aesthetics. So they're not full height raised beds, but they do pretty well because they're in the southern sun. Why YouTube? Second question, why YouTube? First and foremost, as other people have mentioned, YouTube is a lot more video friendly. G+, it's really hard to upload the videos and the quality is not very good. YouTube makes it a little bit easier. So when I started doing some pepper reviews, I switched over at times to YouTube just because it was easier. And then the icing on the cake was, our younger kids have access to YouTube Kids, and they told me I'm cool because I'm a YouTuber. So I keep putting my pepper videos on YouTube because I'm cool. How many years gardening do I have? For the most part, I think this will be my 13th season. All, for the most part, pepper gardening. Cilantro's been in there for the most part. Tomatoes interspersed a little bit. Tomatillos interspersed a little bit. After buying the new house 3 years ago, we put in a lot of herbs, a lot more tomatoes. We've added a couple fruit trees, some things of that nature, so we've expanded a little bit because we have a little bit more space. So what do I grow? Well, first and foremost, I grow facial hair. Pepper Wolverine beard, it's like a human chia pet. It just keeps going and going and going, so can't stop that. Other than that, my wife and I grow a lot of hot peppers, as you've seen. We grow cilantro, we grow some herbs, we grow quite a few tomatoes, a couple vegetables, squash, cucumbers, stuff of that nature, and more recently fruit trees. We've got 2 peach trees, 2 figs. We planted an apple tree. We'll see if that keeps going or not. Our puppy kind of demolished that. We'll see. If not, we'll replant it. So we got quite a few different things going on. And my favorite for growing, well, obviously it's hot peppers. It's become a passion or obsession of mine to see how hot I can grow, how well I can grow in the Zone 5 northern Midwestern climate. Not so easy, but so you start early enough, you can get a decent growing season, and then using those to make powders and or other things. So we'll give you a real quick view of what's going on in the allotment. The allotment is getting ready to be filled with all of the 2018 starts. There's a bunch of macadams, a couple annums in there, some big tall ones. Over here is the majority of the Chinese and a couple Chinese crosses. There's the better part of, 100 and something on that table. I got them out here because I had to bring everything out and firepower them with a little bit of neem oil. Got a lot of problems with fungus gnats. Had to transplant these. Those are some cool crosses. A lot of the Hobbs pepper gardens. Here's the overflow, so they're in the windowsills because there's no space in the grow room. Everything else that I showed was normally in the grow room. I just kind of pulled them out because there's not space now. I'll give you one quick look at what else is going on. Got quite a few air garden plants. This is the super cool Kang Star and PLC members peppers. One or two from Italy, I think, but I mean, there's some Ed Curry Reaper seeds from Aaron Hernandez, a couple of those. Crimson Scotch bonnet. That thing looks awesome. A cool one from Togarashi right there, actually on the corner. I gave it a haircut. The CGN 21 500 times bubblegum. Bunch of cool stuff in the tent. Everything in the tent is our Kang's crosses, 2 of each. So there's 5 different varieties in there. They're not that old, so they're younger than anything else. Actually, they're the last plants that I started. I started those in February, and we're just at the start of April. So you can see that the air garden starts transferred to Cracky is a way to go. And then there's a couple others over here. Still a couple of Crackies in this air garden. The last starts that I had, some cool ones in here that I'll show once they get a little bit bigger. I'll show them by name at least. This one and the next one, these are the actual plants that roots have actually made it to the bottom, and I'm feeding by a pure Cracky method, or double cup, I should say, double cup Cracky method. And some good ones in here, but unfortunately they're just flowering so much that I'm not sure what to do with them. So anyone that watched the first video, I apologize. I had to delete it because I didn't feel good about leaving a profane word out there. So I apologize about that. That's not me. That's why I deleted it. So I'll try not to do that again. It's not what I stand for, not what I do, not me. It's not the Pepper Wolverine. That's not what the Hobbs Hot Products, which is the future brand name that represents the Pepper Wolverine. That's not what it's all about, so I apologize. Won't happen again. If it does, I won't upload it. Thanks for tagging me. Sorry I'm not tagging anyone else, but everyone I contacted said that they'd already been contacted or were not interested or didn't have time to do it. So it is what it is. PLC Unite. Love you guys. Take care. Bye.